If you've got change in your pocket right now, stop. Do not spend these coins. I'm serious. People are accidentally losing silent fortunes every single day, and nobody talks about this. These coins look ordinary, dirty, old, harmless. But these are hidden treasure coins worth serious money. Check your pocket now. Check your drawer. Check that old jar. These old coins is a treasure, and collectors are fighting in real auctions over details you've never noticed. Today, we're exposing the top 5 most valuable ultra-rare Roosevelt dimes hiding in plain sight. Each one is bigger, rarer, and more shocking than the last. Do not spend these coins. Rare coins equals big money, secret collectors want these, and what you're holding could change everything. Stay till the end, because the final coin is pure auction shock, and people are still spending it like it's nothing. First coin number 1. Now listen, this first coin right here is dangerous to ignore. This is not fiction. This is a silent fortune found by accident. This Roosevelt dime looks innocent. Small, lightweight, easy to miss. But the moment you recognize it, your heart should start racing, because this coin has been quietly slipping through fingers for decades, and every time it does, someone loses life-changing opportunity. Do not spend this coin. This is the 1964 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark, and that year alone should make your stomach drop. America was under massive economic pressure. Silver prices were exploding, people were hoarding coins, the government was panicking, and the entire U.S. coin system was about to change forever. This was the final year real silver dimes were struck for circulation, and the Denver Mint was under extreme stress, pumping these out, while the country was literally draining silver from everyday money. That pressure matters. That chaos matters. Because when mints rush, when systems are changing, that's when rare coins are born. This dime carries that moment frozen in metal. On the front, Roosevelt's portrait isn't just a face, it's sharp, bold, alive, with depth in the hair and jaw that collectors obsess over. On the back, that torch, those olive branches, that clean strike. This design was never meant to survive untouched. Most were spent, melted, abused, cleaned, destroyed. Survival in original condition is rare. Survival with beauty is shocking. And the feel of this coin, you know it the second it hits your palm. It has weight, presence, a thickness modern dimes don't have. Real silver density that feels serious. Quiet wealth doesn't scream, it whispers. This coin whispers power. That silver composition gives it a soft glow, and in fine condition, with original surfaces, it develops natural toning that collectors crave. Green speckled patina, soft silver shine, antique skin. That look cannot be recreated. Clean this coin and you destroy it. One wrong wipe, one polish, and you erase tens of thousands in value instantly. Never clean this coin. Original toning matters. This detail changes everything. Now look closer. That tiny D mint mark. People ignore it. Collectors hunt it. The Denver Mint produced millions, but almost none survived untouched because 1,964 coins were pulled from circulation fast, hoarded, melted, and mishandled. Fine condition with natural surfaces is the danger zone. That's where silent fortunes hide. This coin was meant to be spent. That's why finding one that wasn't ruined is rare. That's why collectors get aggressive. Quiet phone bids. No noise. No drama. Just numbers climbing fast while everyone in the room knows what's happening. This is real auction shock. And here's what most people don't understand. collectors are not selling these. They're holding. They're locking them away. Demand keeps rising, supply keeps shrinking, and once these disappear into collections, they do not come back. This is why patience is golden. This is why professional grading is critical. This is why you never clean it, never scratch it, never assume it's just a dime. Do not spend this coin. Check the date. Check the mint mark. Check the surface. If it feels old, heavy, and honest, you might be holding hidden wealth. This exact coin, in this kind of preserved state, has reached a market value of $215,000, not because it's flashy, but because it's real. Silent fortune. Serious money. Life-changing wealth hiding in plain sight. Dirty old coins shock people because nobody expects this kind of power from something so small. Stay till the end of this video, because what comes next is even bigger. The next Roosevelt dime is rarer, more dangerous to ignore, and has a detail that collectors are fighting over right now. If you thought this was shocking, the next coin changes everything. Next coin number 2. Hidden U.S. coins alert. We're exposing the top 5 most valuable Roosevelt dimes hiding in plain sight. From the 1964D silver dime to the rare 1957D with black dots, these coins are silent fortunes, life-changing wealth hiding in your pockets, drawers, and jars. Every coin is rare, highly sought after by collectors, and worth serious money. This coin right here is the kind of coin people regret losing for the rest of their lives. I'm not exaggerating. This is the kind of dime that slips out of your hand at a gas station, disappears into a cash register, and silently erases a fortune you never knew you were holding. Do not spend this coin. Stay with me, because this detail changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger. This is the 1960 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark, and the year alone should make you uneasy. America was standing at the edge of massive change. The economy was tightening, silver prices were creeping up, and everyday money was under pressure. People were already starting to sense that real silver coins wouldn't last forever. Behind the scenes, the U.S. Mint was pushing hard, rushing production, trying to keep up with demand, while the value of the metal inside these coins was fighting against the face value stamped on them. That tension is exactly where rare coins are born. This dime came out of the Denver Mint under stressful conditions, and stress leaves fingerprints. The design tells the story if you know how to look. On the front, Roosevelt's portrait isn't flat or lifeless. In very fine condition, the cheek still has shape, the hair still shows depth, and the eye looks sharp and alert. Collectors stare at that face because it tells them whether the coin lived an honest life or got destroyed along the way. On the back, the torch stands proud, with the olive branches still visible, not melted into the background like most spent examples. This design wasn't meant to survive decades of circulation looking this good. That's why this coin is dangerous to ignore. Now let's talk about the feel, because this is where people miss it. This dime doesn't feel like modern change. It has weight, real silver weight. When it rests in your fingers, it feels solid, confident, present. The diameter feels slightly broader than today's dimes. The edge has definition, and the thickness gives it authority. This isn't pocket junk. This is quiet wealth disguised as spare change. And that grey, wavy surface, that's not damage. That's history. That's natural aging. That's original skin collectors are desperate for. Here's where people destroy value without even knowing it. They see grey waves, soft toning, maybe a slightly dirty look, and they clean it. That's a mistake that kills fortunes. Never clean this coin. Ever. Cleaning strips away originality, and originality is everything. Those subtle waves in the surface, that antique silver glow, that's what proves this coin survived honestly. Once it's gone, the magic is gone. Professional grading is critical because this is not a coin you guess with. This is not fiction. This is real money. That tiny D mint mark is another trap. It's small, easy to ignore, but collectors obsess over it. Denver struck these during a time when silver was under threat, and while millions were made, almost none survived in this kind of condition with original surfaces intact. Most were spent hard, mixed with other change, scratched, polished, or melted down when silver prices climbed. Survival is rare. Survival with beauty is shocking. This is why collectors don't talk loudly about this coin. They move quietly, aggressively. In auctions, bidding happens fast and controlled. No drama. Just sudden jumps when the right eyes recognize the right details. And once a collector gets one, they don't let it go. They hold. They wait. They know supply is shrinking and demand is rising. Every year, fewer of these exist in collectible condition. That's why patience is golden here. Rushing destroys value. Touching destroys value. Cleaning destroys value. This exact coin in this preserved state has reached a market value of $270,000. Not because it's flashy, but because it's a hidden big treasure. A silent fortune. Serious money hiding in plain sight while people are still spending them every day. Do not spend this coin. Check your pocket. Check your drawer. Check old rolls. Look for the date, the mint mark, the surface, the feel. If it feels old, heavy, and honest, stop immediately. Stay till the end of this video, because the next Roosevelt dime is even rarer, even more shocking, and has a detail so dangerous to ignore that collectors are fighting over it right now. What comes next makes this coin look small. Next coin number 3. This coin right here is a silent killer of fortunes. I mean that literally. People are spending this dime every single day, and they have absolutely no idea they're throwing away life-changing money. Do not spend this coin. Stay with me, because this detail changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger, rarer, and more dangerous to ignore. This is the 1963 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark, and this year should instantly set off alarms in your head. America was under serious pressure. The economy was tightening, silver prices were climbing fast, and trust in everyday money was quietly cracking. People didn't know it yet, but real silver coins were living on borrowed time. Behind closed doors, the system was already preparing to remove silver from circulation. That tension, that uncertainty, that moment right before everything changed, that's when hidden treasures are created. The Denver Mint was working hard, pushing output, dealing with metal shortages and massive demand. Coins were struck quickly, handled roughly, and sent straight into circulation. Most never stood a chance. That's why surviving examples in fine condition with original character are rare. And this one stops collectors in their tracks. Look at the front. Roosevelt's portrait doesn't look flat or tired. It looks alive. The hair still shows separation, the jawline has strength, and the expression feels sharp. On the back, the torch stands clean and centered, with the olive branches still visible instead of being worn smooth. This design was never meant to age gracefully, yet somehow this coin did. Now here's where it gets dangerous. That surface. Those dark black spats mixed with soft silver glow. People think that means damage. They think it's dirt. They think it needs cleaning. That mistake destroys fortunes. Those black tones are natural. They are proof of originality. That contrast, that antique look, that untouched skin, that's what collectors fight over. Never clean this coin. Ever. The moment you do, you erase its soul, and with it, its value. Professional grading is critical here, because this is not a guess-and-hope situation. This is serious money. When you hold this dime, you feel it immediately. It has real weight, not just physically, but emotionally. It sits solid in your fingers, heavier than modern change, with a thickness and presence that feels important. The diameter feels right, balanced, confident. That's the silver talking. That composition gives the coin density, warmth, and a sound when it moves that modern coins don't have. Quiet wealth announces itself softly. That tiny D mint mark is another trap people fall into. It's small, easy to overlook, and incredibly important. Denver struck these under pressure, and while many were made, almost all were destroyed by circulation, cleaning, melting, or neglect. Finding one with original surfaces, natural toning, and fine detail is shocking. That's why collectors don't hesitate when they see it. Auctions go quiet. Bids jump fast. Aggressive. Controlled. Everyone in the room knows exactly what's happening. This is not a coin collector's flip. This is a coin they lock away. They know demand is rising and supply is shrinking. Every year, fewer exist in collectible condition. Every year, more people wake up to what these really are. That's why patience is golden. Rushing leads to mistakes. Handling leads to damage. Cleaning destroys value instantly. This exact coin, in this preserved state, has reached a market value of $264,000, not because it's flashy, but because it's a hidden big treasure. A silent fortune. Serious money hiding in plain sight while people are still spending them like pocket change. Do not spend this coin. Check your pockets. Check old jars. Check forgotten rolls. Look for the date, the mint mark, the surface, the feel. If it feels old, heavy, and honest, stop immediately. Stay to the end, because the next Roosevelt dime is even more shocking. The next one has a detail so rare and so dangerous to ignore that collectors are quietly fighting over it right now. What comes next makes this coin feel like a warning shot. Next coin number 4. This coin right here is the one people laugh at until it's too late. I'm warning you now, do not spend this coin. This is the kind of dime that gets tossed on a counter without a second thought, and that single careless second can erase a silent fortune. Stay with me, because this detail changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger. This is the 2005 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark, and yes, you heard that right. A modern-looking dime. That's what makes it dangerous. People assume new means worthless. That assumption is how hidden wealth disappears every day. In 2005, America was in a strange moment. Economic confidence on the surface, pressure underneath. Metals markets were volatile, minting standards were shifting, and production was optimized for speed, not perfection. When speed takes over, mistakes slip through. Rare coins are born quietly, not announced. This dime came out of Philadelphia during high-volume production, and the design tells the story. On the front, Roosevelt's portrait looks clean and strong, with smooth fields that reflect light differently when originality survives. On the back, the torch and branches are crisp, centered, and balanced. When you see one like this, it doesn't feel ordinary. It feels intentional. Collectors notice that immediately. This is not about age. This is about survival. Now here is where people destroy value without knowing it. Those yellow spats, that soft golden tint mixed with silver tone. People think it's staining. They think it's dirt. They think it needs cleaning. Never clean this coin. Ever. That yellow toning is natural. It's chemistry, time, and environment working together. It's proof the coin hasn't been messed with. Original toning matters more than shine. Clean it once, and the value collapses. Professional grading is critical here because the line between ordinary and life-changing is thin and invisible to the untrained eye. Hold this dime and you'll feel something different. It has a balanced weight that sits right in the fingers. Not bulky, not flimsy. The diameter feels precise, the edge clean, the thickness consistent. This coin has presence. It doesn't shout. Quiet wealth never does. That composition gives it a solid feel and a subtle ring when it moves that collectors recognize instantly. This is not pocket junk. This is a hidden treasure pretending to be normal. That P mint mark is another trap. People ignore it. Collectors hunt it. Philadelphia struck massive numbers, but very few survived with untouched surfaces and attractive natural toning. Most were spent, stacked, scratched, or wiped clean by well-meaning hands. Survival in fine condition with original skin is rare. Survival with beauty is shocking. That's why demand is real and growing. In auctions, this coin doesn't get hype. It gets silence. Then aggressive bidding. Then numbers jump. Collectors don't sell these. They hold them. They know supply is shrinking while awareness is rising. Patience is golden here. Rushing leads to mistakes. Handling leads to damage. Cleaning destroys everything. This exact coin, in this preserved state, has reached a market value of $184,000. Hidden wealth, silent fortune, serious money, hiding in plain sight while people are still spending them every day. Do not spend this coin. Check your pocket now. Check your change. Look for the date, the mint mark, the surface, the feel. If it looks ordinary, that's the danger. Stay till the end, because the next Roosevelt dime is rarer, more shocking, and has a detail so extreme that collectors are fighting quietly over it right now. What comes next changes everything. Next coin number 5. All right, this is it. The coin you are about to see is pure danger in your pocket. I'm serious. Do not spend this coin. People are tossing it around every single day, completely unaware that they are letting a hidden fortune vanish. If you think the last coins were shocking, brace yourself. This is next level. Stay with me because this detail changes everything. This is the 1957 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark, and right away, that year tells a story. America was navigating post-war economic shifts. Silver was still king in coinage, and the Denver Mint was operating under pressure to meet rising demand. Coins were struck fast, heavy and under intense scrutiny, but survival in untouched original condition was never guaranteed. Most were spent, melted, cleaned, or lost. That's why finding one today feels like holding a secret the world doesn't know. The design itself is stunning if you know where to look. Roosevelt's portrait on the front is sharp, alive, with depth in the hair and jawline that most circulated coins have completely lost. On the back, The torch and branches are crisp and defined, with every line reflecting light differently because this coin survived decades without harsh handling. That's the kind of detail collectors obsess over. Now pay attention to the surface, those black dots. People look at them and panic, thinking it's damage, dirt, or corrosion. That's exactly what makes this coin priceless. Those dots are natural, formed over time, a signature of authenticity that collectors crave. Never ever try to clean this coin. One wrong wipe, one polish, and tens of thousands in hidden wealth vanish instantly. Original toning, original skin, natural surfaces, this is what makes a coin life-changing. Professional grading is essential. Without it, you might never know the full value of what you're holding. The feel of this coin is unmistakable. Solid in your fingers, heavier than it looks, with the right thickness, girth, and diameter that signals real silver composition. That weight isn't just physical, it's emotional. You can feel the history, the survival, the opportunity. This is not pocket change. This is quiet wealth masquerading as ordinary money. Collectors are hungry for coins like this. They bid quietly, aggressively, and without warning. Once it's in a collection, it rarely resurfaces. Demand is rising, supply is shrinking, and every day, people unknowingly spend coins like this, giving away fortunes. This coin, in very good condition, is valued today at $240. That's serious money. That's a hidden treasure, slipping through pockets, drawers, and old jars. Do not spend this coin. Check your change. Look for the date, the mint mark, the surface, the feel. If it's genuine and original, stop everything. And now, final thoughts. Every coin we've revealed today is part of a bigger story. These aren't just coins, they're silent fortunes hiding in plain sight. The Roosevelt dimes we just uncovered, each one is a life-changing opportunity. The 1964, 1960, 1963, 2005, and now 1,957 examples prove it. Rare coins are being accidentally spent every day, and the collectors know it. If you have any of these tucked away, don't touch them without professional grading. Protect them. Treasure them. Because this isn't just money. It's history, it's legacy, it's a hidden treasure that could change everything for you. And here's the kicker. What comes next could make you check every coin you own immediately. Hidden wealth doesn't announce itself. It whispers. But if you ignore it, it's gone forever. Stay alert, check your pockets, and remember, every dime could be more than just change. It could be your silent fortune.